In this video, we are going to cover the process of how to thoroughly clean your docking station after your fermentation is complete in your pint of 3, and you're going to take the dock off ready for preparation of getting your pinter into your fridge for conditioning. As you can see, this pinter is now in the sink ready for detachment from the dock, so I'll quickly pop it off. First thing I usually do is just put the dock aside in the sink, get a jug of hot water, rinse down all the mess from the front of your pinter. Dry it off with a couple of sheets of paper towel. And then this can now move on for conditioning when we're ready. For now, I'll just put it out the way over there and we'll come back to the dock. Now, of course, the dock is usually got a lot of mess on it. It's very important. I'd say the first step you need to remember is it's important to get this cleaned straight away while this is all wet. You know, don't move on with your pinter and leave this sitting aside to dry off. Even when you tip it out, don't set it on the side and leave it till later, because all this trub will dry off and stick to the inside of the dock and make it a much more challenging job to get it thoroughly clean, which is what we're looking for here. So, you know, my best tip is do it straight away. It's super easy to get this clean. You got no issues whatsoever. So as far as the trub goes, of course, if you can make some use out of this, if you want to put it in a measuring jug, put it into your fridge, stir it up later, make some bread with it or whatever you want to do. Or if you want to put it into a composter, you know, that's a great way to reuse the trub, get some use out of it. But for this demonstration here, I'm just going to tip it down the sink for simplicity. So tip out as much as you can of the waste. First of all, I'll just use my hot tap. My running water, is quite hot. You know, it's sufficiently hot to clean this in its entirety. If you don't have hot water coming from your tap, if it's just tepid water, then just heat some water up, you know, in your kettle and rinse it down with the hot water from your kettle. So first off, I half fill it with water, just rinse all the mess off there, cover the hole, give it a little shake. Make sure that your water is not so hot that it burns you when you do that. You know, use your common sense. If it feels so hot, then mix it with a bit of cold. Yeah, mine is very hot. Obviously not boiling, but it's very hot. It's probably about 90 degrees. Now you can see already. That the water coming out of this, just hot water, is now running clean from the dock. You know, so hitting the dock when it's just come off your pinter, hot water alone, you know, flushes the worst part of this out. But to make a thorough job of it, what I would do now is I get some washing up liquid, just put a little squirt inside there, detergent if you like. Fill it up, and then here's the trick. Leave it for 5 minutes. You know, let that detergent do its job. Let that detergent work and dissolve all the material that's left in there. You know, anything that is left, any organic matter in there, this detergent is going to loosen up, soften up, start to break down. So, you know, there's no rush. Let's get this done easily. You don't need anything more expensive than just a washing up detergent, washing up liquid, I call it. I'm not saying that you can't use more advanced products with this if you choose. You know, I mean, you know my story. I've been brewing with these pinters. I've got 4 pinters. I've been brewing for over 12 months with all 4 of these, and I've never used anything to clean a dock other than washing up liquid. I've just not found it necessary. We will get this spotlessly clean, no problem whatsoever. But if you want to use specialized product, if you want to spend your money on them, then you can. There's various brewing products, cleaning products out there that are fantastic, and they will work great for this. But for me personally, it's convenient to use washing up liquid because I've already got that anyway, and it's inexpensive. So that's my method. It's always worked for me, and so that's obviously what I'm recommending here today. So we'll give this 5 minutes to rest and just let that washing it up liquid detergent do its job, and then we'll come back in 5 minutes. So there we go, the 5 minutes is now up. I'll just tip half of that out, give it a shake, empty the remainder. I'll give it another rinse. Rinse it through with hot water, and I will continue to rinse it with hot water until all the bubbles have disappeared and I'm just running clear water. That's it. I will switch to cold water now. And there you go, that is now thoroughly rinsed off. You can see inside there, I mean, it looks like it's literally sparkling. I don't know how well you can see inside the dock, but it's perfectly clean inside there. If I actually smell that, I can't smell any remnants of the brew that has just been done in this pinter. This was an all grain chocolate stout, so it had a real good odor to it, a real good smell to it. But if you give this time for your washing up liquid to sit for 5 minutes, and work on all that organic matter, dissolve it, break it down, rinse it all out, you shouldn't be smelling anything in there. It should be spotlessly clean. I would say that if you wash this off and you're confident that you've washed it and rinsed it thoroughly, if you do actually smell any slight remnants of your brew, I wouldn't personally see that as to be something to be too concerned about. As long as you've washed it and rinsed it thoroughly. And don't forget, this is going to go now through the process before it's used again of sanitization, which is going to actually clean it out even more thoroughly again. So that's it for now. This dock can be set aside. I'll just dry it off and I'll put it on a shelf until I need it again for my next pint of brew. So there you have it, a very simple process to getting your pinter docking station properly clean. I would just like to point out that when you come to sanitize your docking station and you're using Pinter's purifier granules, these are actually a sanitizing product, but they also have the ability to clean. And let me explain the difference. When you look at these acid-based sanitizers like Chemsan, these are sanitizers only. So what these will do is they will kill microorganisms, bacteria, anything that's a threat to your brew, but they don't have the ability to clean. They only have the ability to sanitize. So the importance of your equipment being thoroughly and absolutely clean before you sanitize with this type of product is paramount. The difference with these purifier granules that Pinter provide is that they have the ability to clean as well as sanitize. Pinter, no doubt, thought this was a good idea. It's kind of a fail safe, and it's going to help increase the likelihood of your success with brewing in your Pinter 3. So how these work is this actually has the ability to dissolve organic matter. So when you actually put this in your docking station and your pinter, if there's any minute remnants of organic matter that you didn't manage to clean out when you were going through your cleaning process, this can actually break that down. It can actually dissolve the organic matter, and of course it will be rinsed away. So this is kind of like a good product for eliminating any little extras that you might have missed. I'm not saying it's an excuse to not clean your pinter thoroughly and properly, But all I am saying is it's a little bit of a fail safe. And bearing that in mind, I'm going to recommend that when you use this, I would say give it longer, just like the washing up liquid, give it longer to do its job. So when you use this in your pinter and you mix it up, you've got these fully dissolved and it's in your pinter. I tend to turn the pinter over and let it soak. Let it don't rush the process. Give this time to work its magic. Let the pinter soak maybe for 5 minutes, then turn it over the other way, let it soak again for 5 minutes. And then when you connect the dock and flip your pinter upside down so that the sanitizer runs into your dock, again, if you've got the patience, give it another 5 minutes, let this work its magic, let it do its job and get this spotlessly clean for you. So if you've got the patience, you will be rewarded for it. So there you have it. That is the conclusion of this little guide to cleaning your docking station on your Pinter 3. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Cheers.